GILAS Pilipinas versus San Antonio Spurs. Who will win this game?
Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. It'll be the visiting team taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Smooth. Now the starting group for the visitors. Over to the wing. Shoots. Vassell grabs the board. So it's San Antonio now.
Away team foul. Number 23. First personal foul. First team foul.
The visitors on defense. Spurs working the ball around now. Back to Paul. That's good, and it's Wembamyama with the assist.
It's his agility that helps Paul beat interior defense, especially when it's tight like this.
Defended by Paul. Good work defensively by Paul.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away team, Ramos taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Sohan, the pass to Paul. Now here's Barnes. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop to the inside. Smooth. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Sohan. Vassell with it. Over Ramos. Here's Wembamyama. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Ramos. 4 on the shot clock. Off target from the baseline.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Textbook defense. Take a good angle to the shooter and bother the release.
And the rejection by Wembamyama. Vassell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I like when Vassell takes initiative on offense because it forces defenders to compromise at times.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Devin Vassell.
Shooting 2. First free throw is good.
Well, if there's one thing that we've learned about Vassell since he came into the league is that he is a tough competitor. He will battle each and every night.
Vassell hits them both. Here's Ramos. Tries it from the top of the key. Wembamyama with the rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Now here's Vassell. Defense right on him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Shooting 2. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Wembamyama.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Defended by Wembamyama. And that one good.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
The pass to Sohan. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Amos can't hit. San Antonio leading by 5. Now here's Vassell. And he banks in the layup.
That's a strong move by Vassell. He plays with more power than I think you actually realize.
Pass to Ramos. Brownlee, covered by Barnes. Brownlee. The rebound by Victor Wembamyama. Wembamyama's got 4 rebounds now tonight. They get it again. Sohan off target at the rim.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Wembamyama. Spurs passing it around. Now Vassell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wembamyama gets the bucket. And it's 6 points for Victor Wembamyama.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And applause for your Spurs High Squad dance team.
Wembamyama has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Defended by Paul. And the rejection by Wembamyama. Here's Ramos. 3-pointer. Can't hit that one. And here is Paul. Passes to Sohan. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Pass to Ramos. Buries it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Paul with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. And there's the pass to Sohan. Over Aguilar. And it's Sohan missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Chris Paul picks up that
personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for the away team. Number 23, taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And it's tied up with that one. Pass to Wembamyama. Down low. And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got 6 points.
Boy, Vassell has a smooth offensive game. This man just makes it look easy.
It's good.
Number 20.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Paul outside. And Wembamyama throws it down.
I've seen CP do this a million times. No one is better at running the pick and roll.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too...
A round of applause for your Spurs Hype Squad dance team. Come on.
Out to the wing. Here's Aguilar. Brownlee, covered by Barnes. Brownlee. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Wembamyama. Driving inside. Offensive rebound. Sohan. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Defended by Wembamyama. And stolen by Wembamyama. Misses from close range. Passes it to Aguilar. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for him.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Vassell, the pass to Wembamyama. No good with the layup. 1:14 left here in the first quarter. Here's Ramos. San Antonio with the rebound. Barnes outside. Knocks it loose. Here's Wembamyama. Rebound by Ramos. Lets it go with a three. Rebound San Antonio. Sohan's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the layup's good off the glass. Barnes has got 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Aguilar. 20 seconds left in the first. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
3-second violation.
Spurs ball. Substitution on the court.
Spurs leading by 4. Here's ABC. Now the pass to Wembamyama. Nailed from three-point land.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And so it's Victor Wembamyama making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
San Antonio leading by 7. ABC is out there with Victor Wembamyama. Then it's Barnes, and it's ABC, and it's Paul in at the point guard position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Barnes outside. Pass to ABC. 6 to shoot. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Now here's Barnes. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Barnes has got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Defended by Paul. Clock at 6. He had a nice open look right there.
Assisted.
10 points for him.
Number 23.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Passes it to Sohan. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. He can't get that one.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Wembamyama with it. He's got 11. Misses off the left iron.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Good defense by Wembamyama. And so Wembamyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to ABC. Wembamyama gets the bucket. Wembamyama has got 13.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Rebound, San Antonio. Wembamyama's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Spurs making a switch here. Champagne's checked in.
One shot.
One shot.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Goes up the baseline. And good that time. 12 points for him.
These are the shots coach wants them hunting down, just the easy makes.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. ABC's shot is good. ABC's got his first points in this one.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's ABC. Wembamyama outside. Misses the layup. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, one of the toughest things NBA referees are asked to judge are carrying violations, where the ball comes to rest at mid-dribble. Now, Warriors coach Steve Kerr says they've been doing it ever since Allen Iverson convinced the referees that it wasn't a carry. It is a carry, but the whole league's been doing it. Kevin?
You're right. We've seen it. David, thanks. San Antonio making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Once again, everybody, for your Spurs Hype Squad dance team.
There's the pass to Smooth. From deep three-point land. Paul grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable. Big size difference there, and he takes advantage. You got to exploit the mismatch.
Here's Ramos.
Spurs foul. Number 5. First personal foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. Spurs leading by 10. Paul outside, driving in. That one no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect precision to alter that shot.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Pass to Champagnie. Pass to ABC. The 11-footer, just 5 on the clock. Rebound by Ramos. Defended by Paul. Pass to Smooth. Here's Ramos. He's got 8. And the rejection by Wembamyama. It's good on the putback.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Paul passes to Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
We're getting a chance to see Johnson's athleticism. This man can really get up and throw it down.
And the pass to Smooth. Good on the bucket. Smooth's got 6.
The assist, number 20.
Spurs leading by 6. Here's ABC. Wembamyama outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Ramos. Here's Smooth. Covered by Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Smooth misses. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
San Antonio ball.
Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Trey Jones comes in for Paul. And the visitors on defense. They trail by 9 points. Taken away. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Smooth. The shot's good. He's got 8. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Spurs ball.
Passes it to Champagny. From downtown, bangs home the trifecta. Champagny's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
To the middle, here's Ramos. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Jones, the pass to Champagny. And Wembamyama outside. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Champagny. Got a piece of it. Right wing. Pass to Smooth. Covered by Johnson. And the 3 ball is good. And now it's only a 5-point Spurs lead.
Sometimes the pick doesn't even have to be perfect. It can just be a pick. He just needs to create a sliver of space.
Vassell. Jones for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Defended by Jones. Smooth passes to Aguilar. And he drops it in from the low post. San Antonio leading by 6. Vassell, the pass to Wembamyama. Here's Champagny. The pass to Vassell. Inside. Out of hand on it. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Smooth. Here's Ramos. Hands it from downtown. Ramos has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
One-on-one here. Puts one up from 19. Basket counts.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Wembamyama, outside. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Spurs lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet, that's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They lead by 1. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now the starters can appreciate not having to carry the load on their own.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
No, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back, Kevin Harlan. Go.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Victor Wembamyama.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
And you can bet that that's had an effect the rest of the way. Guys won't be trying to take him one-on-one because he alters just as many shots as he blocks.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Fades back. The shot, no good.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
For the lead, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for the away team, Ramos at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. So it's San Antonio now. Here's Sohan. That shot is off. Roundley. Wembamyama with the rebound. Wembamyama has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Passes to Vassell. Over to the left wing. Out left to the wing. Wembamyama passes to Paul. Just 4 to shoot. With 1 on the clock. And Wembamyama throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's what his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Defended by Wembamyama. Wembamyama with the rebound. And so Wembamyama will bring it up for San Antonio. They've held a 12-point lead early. Vassell, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
The rejection by Paul. Barnes left side. Here's Sohan. He has 7. Barnes down low. Offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Number 7.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
That's good from Barnes. Barnes hits them both. Brownlee, covered by Barnes. Brownlee, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the away team, Brownlee. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
Their usual strong work at the line has been on display here tonight. Then again, they almost never have an off night at the stripe.
Here's Wembamyama. He's got 22. Paul outside. Now here's Vassell. 4 on the clock. Here's Sohan. Off with the layup. Brownlee, defended by Paul. An emphatic LU jam. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's Sohan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Number 28.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
The line for San Antonio, Sohan.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Ramos. The pass to ABC. And Barnes sends it back. stolen. Brownlee, and down it goes, jamming that one home. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Now here's Paul. It's Vassell on the wing. And he drives in. Brownlee. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Number 33.
Spurs trailed by 3. Paul surveying the floor. Wembamyama trying to free himself up. Paul's shot is off. Paul's gone 1 of 6 shooting from the field. Brownlee. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Puts it up from 12. A shot, no good. Brownlee, defended by Paul. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to Sohan. Spurs passing it around. Barnes outside. Back to Wembamyama. Can't get it to fall. The layup off target. Brownlee, defended by Wembamyama. Brownlee, and the rejection by Wembamyama! Here's Sohan. He's got 9. That shot misses. Brownlee, defended by Wembamyama. Rebounded by the Spurs. Sohan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Brownlee, defended by Wembamyama. Rebound by Sohan.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. Passes it to Perez. Got it. Good job in the low post. 16 points for him.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run.
Collins checked in for Wembamyama. ABC comes in for Devin Vassell. And Trey Jones subbed in for Paul. Here's Sohan. 9 points in the game so far. Unable to get that one.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Shooting for the away team. Number 28. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Johnson, he's checked in for ABC. And he can't hit the second.
Normally he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
Here's ABC. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. ABC's got his second bucket of the game to go. Pass to ABC. To the wing right side. And there's the pass to Perez. 5 on the clock. Lets it fly from 18. Rebounded by the Spurs. Now Barnes. He's got 9. ABC passes to Collins. Off target at the rim.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Away team, foul. Number 34. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Spurs trailed by 5. Here's ABC. Shoots from the line, and the Spurs scoring again.
Hit works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
2 minutes
to the paint.
remaining in the third.
Nails the baby hook.
Number 33.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Jones. The shot from the low post is good. Jones has got 5 points so far. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Jones. He's got 5. On the wing, Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Number 34.
Look at the concentration from Johnson, able to take the hit and still complete the play.
The Spurs have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Johnson.
And he makes the first.
A solid all-around player. Johnson can be plugged into any lineup. Why? Because of his versatility.
And Johnson drops them both. 1:16 left to play here in the third. Defended by Jones. Pass to Smooth. Here's Aguilar, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 6.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Jones kicks to Johnson. And here's Jones. 5 points in the game. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Over Aguilar. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
And this is how you defend Johnson. Sometimes, though, whatever you do, he's still going to score.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Lets the 3 fly, and Jones sends it back. Johnson in the corner. Back to Jones. Passes it to ABC. And the foul called on ABC. That's foul number 2 for him.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
There's 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Smooth. Yes, that goes in.
34.
Smooth's got 10 points.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Misses there. And we reached the end of the third. Leading by 5. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Devin Vassell. Barnes out there with ABC. Then there's Wembamyama. And it's Paul in at the point. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. The rebound by Victor Wembamyama. Wembamyama's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembamyama.
What is going on right now?
For the away team.
Defended by Paul. And the rejection by Wembamyama. Pass to Sohan. Paul outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Vassell. San Antonio getting another chance here.
Away team foul. Ramos. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Spurs, Sohan. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Step back and squared up.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Paul outside. Now the pass to Sohan. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
The ball goes to the away team.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Just his first attempt. It's tipped to the right side. From down in the low post, it goes. And that's 12 points for ABC.
Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
That one a little long.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Spurs trailed by 4. Here's Barnes. Banked in off the glass.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out.
With our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for San Antonio. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Defended by Wembamyama. Pass to Ramos. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Pass to Sohan. Here's Wembamyama. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
To stop the drought, the rebound by the Spurs. Vassell's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Sohan missing. Brownlee, covered by Barnes. Brownlee. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
4th personal foul. 1st team foul. At the line for the away team, Brownlee taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Paul with the ball. Pass to Wembamyama. Barnes looking around. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. Puts it up. Off target with the jump hook. Paul's gone only 1 of 7 here from the field. Rebound by Sohan. Kicks the ball. Sinks that one from the post. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Look, you gotta appreciate the cleverness of Paul. Skilled at fending off defenders and finding ways to score all the way through contact.
Defended by Paul. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now here's Vassell. It doesn't go for him. Vassell's gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. Here's the break. The offensive rebound. Missed inside.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Wembamyama. A pull-up. And the shot is good.
You see the improvement in Vassell's jump shot, looking more and more confident now.
Vassell's gone 4 of 9 in field goal attempts. Count it.
vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Spurs leading by 4. Ball passes to Wembamyama. Here's Sohan. And the pass to Wembamyama. 6 to shoot. Here's Sohan. And they'll get another chance.
Yet another possession they've managed to hold on to. They are really in control on offense.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Wembamyama. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Victor Wembamyama really making a difference here.
He's been on an absolute tear inside. They got to figure out a
balanced player of the game, Victor Wembamyama.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Defended by Paul. Brownlee trains the three-pointer. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Down low. That's good, and it's Wembamyama with the assist. Wembamyama has got 6 assists now in the game. To the left side wing. Defended by Wembamyama. And yes, it's good. Spurs leading by 5. Ball outside.
2 minutes remaining.
Yep, that one goes in there.
The wily vet, Paul, able to score down low.
Pass to Ramos. Lets it go from deep. This ball grabs the miss. Paul's got 4 rebounds in this game. Vassell wide open. Good on the three-point shot. And the Spurs lead by 10.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Now here's Paul. Takes a 3. Traps in the tray. And now it's just a 4-point Spurs lead.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Hits the 3-point bomb. And it's now only a 1-point Spurs lead.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And stolen by Wembamyama.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
It drops.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Time called here. Here's Paul. Passes to Wembamyama, and it's blocked, and that's an intentional foul.
Wembamyama. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
So they foul intentionally.
Spurs foul. Chris Paul. 2nd personal foul. 3rd shooting for the away team. Number 23, taking 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 2.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
It's Mutton from deep.
And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
Here's what you're saying. 17 seconds left in the game. Defended by Paul.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have got...
The visiting club takes the win on the road. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.